Y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
I'm rolling with FD.
I am rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
We are rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
We got alphas and bros in the house.
That's right.
Peace out, my brother.
Woo! I'm rolling with the F to the D.
Learn something new every day when you're rolling with FD.
We are rolling with FD, baby.
I roll with one person, and that's FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
You gotta love it, man.
Hey, Renee, who you rolling with?
Rolling with FD.
Hey, Matt.
Rolling with FD. You don't have to ask. I'm rolling with FD.
My man, C. Bless. Who you rolling with?
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
That's how you just rolling, right? That's the whole thing, right? You roll with it.
I'm rolling with FD.
Vanny and Jeremy, who you rolling with?
We're rolling with FD. We don't want to get our asses kicked.
My man, Dan, the card man. I appreciate you, dog. You gotta let the people know who you rolling with.
Well, obviously I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
Chasing Cardboard is rolling with FD.
Rolling with FD.
What's up, y'all? How we doing? It's 6:02 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I got a guy here that I've wanted to have back for a while. We better get in here and cut up a little bit. Let me make sure I bring my guests in. We got Yaybo in the house.
FD.
What's up, man? Let me make some changes here. Hold on. What's up with you?
Man, hey, living the dream, man. You know what it is. Ready for spring to hit. That's what I'm that's what I'm waiting on, man.
Yo, what them temperatures looking like down there, man?
Actually, man, it got a little chilly. It looks pretty during the daytime, but you know, they had like some freeze warnings or something yesterday. But right now it's like 50s, man. And I'm complaining, right? But I'm ready for, you know, spring to be here, consistent 70s and then on into the 80s.
Yeah,
you already know what it is.
What it's looking like. No, we talked the other day. It's like 66, 67 here, gets down to about 43 at night.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to be like outside, you know, with shorts and t-shirt on, man. Not bundled up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, when does that come? That doesn't come for y'all until what month does that come when you can get in shorts and t-shirts? Is that May?
Definitely May will be warm for sure. April I expect to be getting the shorts out, getting the, you know, flip-flops ready. I do have a hard rule though, FD, and this is serious. Like as far as like swimming, I got a hard Memorial Day weekend getting in the pool. I don't get in the pool before or the beach before Memorial weekend.
Okay.
That's the rule.
So what about you just have an excellent day one day?
What's that now?
What about if you have an excellent day just out of the blue? You ain't breaking that rule?
I ain't gonna break that rule, man. No, I ain't gonna break that rule. That rule's been good to me for 47 years. We gonna keep rolling with that.
All right, keep rolling with it. So let's tell the people now. You were in Nashville this weekend at the Nashville show.
I was.
Let the people know, what are you seeing in the hobby when you're out and about? Like, what are people buying? What price points do you see moving?
Yeah.
What people asking about, inquiring about?
Yeah. First of all, this was my first show in Nashville. I've heard great things about it. You know, I actually reached out to the owners of that show, Gary and Ricky. They do an excellent job, man. They hit me back right away. Let me know, you know, I can get set up close to a friend, another vendor that I met at a Columbus show in December. And so we set up together, you know what I'm saying, beside each other. They made accommodations for that, you know, no problem whatsoever. And man, the show was top notch. a mom and pop, like big production, actually, and they get it to run so smooth, man. Like it's amazing. I was amazed that them and their wives like are pulling that off, man. That's much respect to them for that. And the venue is huge, plenty of lighting. My knees hurt from the concrete. I need to bring some pads or whatnot next time. But the atmosphere was great, man. It was really a 3-day show. But from what I heard, it was really a 4-day show because vendor setup night on Thursday, I heard was very good, very lucrative, for some vendors and whatnot. So really, the way I'm looking at it now is it's not a 3-day show, it's a 4-day show, man, actually.
How many tables?
Three and a half.
I know you said big arena, big area. How many tables do you think were at the show?
It was between 700 and 800 tables.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was between 700 and 800 tables. Now, mind you, there were a few, like no shows or whatever. A few vendors didn't come. I mean, vendor actually beside me didn't show. So the vendor on the other side of that table, we ended up splitting that basically in half for the show because they never showed. And, Rick and them, they didn't have no issues for us using that.
So now, what are people coming up to your table asking about? What athletes, or if it's TCG, what are they asking about with TCG? What are they inquiring about? What are you hearing? Man,
nobody comes to me for TCG, man.
Okay.
I ain't that dude. I am not him, yo. I might have a few, Pokemon on the table or something. Okay. A few, that's about it, man. Okay. I might have a few the new Disney Lorcana joints. I might have a few, because we did rip a few. I got a few boxes, me and my dog, we gonna rip. She's getting into it pretty good too. But yeah, nobody comes to my table for TCG. But what they do come for is an array of vintage to modern and a little bit of ultra modern. Some of the newer stuff, and I do like, I'm not like one to big on prospecting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I've heard you talk about many times, growing up in sports, when you see somebody, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm on Wemby hard, man.
I because I knew you and I have talked about a little bit of Wemby, so I know we were gonna get in depth about what's going on with Wemby.
Yeah.
So now, so I'll save this question. So people are asking about Wemby coming up, and then what else?
Oh, no doubt. All weekend. I came to the show with one that I had left. I had to quickly get some. I say like that, like I really put in the effort, but like a lot of times in this hobby for me, somebody comes along sometimes along the show and, they got something to catch my eye. And yeah, that was it. I made a deal on Wemby, some Wemby's right away. Probably like a dozen. I picked up 10 to 12 maybe. And I got 2 left. Honestly. So Wemby sold well all weekend, man. I'm not gonna lie. All weekend. It was amazing to see like the air around Wemby, man. Like this weekend was ridiculous.
What do you think of him as a player? What because I usually ask people, I know it's very hard to predict this, but what do you see his ceiling as? What do you see him going? What do you see him doing?
I mean, honestly, I feel like he's gonna do the same thing that David Robinson did, Tim Duncan did. He's gonna be a world champion in NBA. He's gonna be an MVP at some point. And he's gonna do stuff that we hadn't seen because we hadn't seen nobody with that skill set and that tall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now it bothers me a little bit that he's not built like sturdy looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like say a Banchero.
Yeah.
Like he's sturdy, man.
Yeah.
Like you saw that dude, like that. He gonna be in the pro. He gonna be hitting that mid range all day long.
All day with the mid range.
Somebody like my man out of Toronto. I mean, he did just like hurt his finger or something.
Oh, you talking about Scotty Barnes?
Yeah, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
Them dudes, they built sturdy, man. I mean, LeBron, they just built sturdy. I like to see them, get a little bit more weight on them. Still keep that athleticism, that, crazy range. Get a couple more post moves or something like that. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, he's already been doing stuff that, we hadn't seen in the NBA.
That's true.
I
think
mean,
you're spot on, man. I can't find any holes in Wemby's game. The only thing that ever comes to my mind is, and we just saw Sengun go down yesterday.
Oof.
We don't know how.
I didn't know about that till you sent it to me, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oof.
I like him. JD and
I
I
did
talk about
too,
him a
man.
lot.
I do too. Yeah,
I like his play, and I've seen him get better, so I can always appreciate that in a player. And he was developing a little post game. I don't want to speak in the past. He is developing a post game.
Yeah, right.
Mid range stuff like that. So I like to see a guy coming with it. I think Wemby does. He brings his game. The only thing you can say is, can this guy make it 82 games for as long as he wants to play? 12, 15, 18 years. Can he do that?
Yeah.
But that's a question.
Good question.
About a lot of people. So it's not against him. You look at him, you're like, man, this dude's frail. Sometimes I joke to certain the town. People get really excited because they haven't seen a guy 7'5" moving around and doing
right.
It. Yeah, you haven't seen that, so you get really excited about it. But he actually performs. He's not just a carnival act coming to town. So
no, he legit, man. Yeah. Like the guy, he really has handles. Mm-hmm. He can handle rock if you need him to. If you need him to bring it up court, he will. Obviously, he can be in the post. He's he tall as all get out, right?
I'm actually shocked at his amount of touch when he shoots a jumper or a three.
Yeah, I mean the shot. I mean, it's not minute bowlish. No. It's more fluid, with that being that linky. You know what I mean? And yeah, he can put it. He can feel it. He can feel that bucket, man.
So now let's talk. So we know we're talking about Wemby. He's kind of a young. I call him like he's a leader when it comes to the hobby as far as building excitement. People really getting into his cards. You see the buzz at any show you go to. People are looking for Wemby. We know that a black 101 Prism was pulled, graded, PSA 10. People are super excited about that.
Sick.
Sick. Well, let me ask you, because I respect your opinion. What do you think that car would sell at? What do you think? JD and I were talking the other day, estimating. Is that a $200,000 car? Is that a $300,000 car?
It is, man. Honestly, if you look at like what cars have been like going for folks that still haven't proven themselves,
like Kay Cunningham, we saw all this stuff recently. Kay had a $400,000 car.
Right. But you gonna tell me Kay got a higher ceiling than Wemby? Nah, nor does his value, right? So yeah, from a prospecting standpoint, yeah, that car is gonna be worth a lot. And I mean, the kid, he's proven himself through the younger ranks. He's dominated. I mean, it's clear that he's gonna be dominating, for years to come. It's just, can he stay healthy, man?
What about you? I know you buy stuff and you sell. But Wemby, have you ever thought about getting a few things and just tucking them away for yourself?
There are a few I did tuck away. Like I'm not I mean, I really don't know what like the population count is, but like I'm a PSA, like member, collectors member, collectors club member, whatever. And I got a, Wemby cover. It's one of his first, sports covers. It looks cool. I ain't gonna let that go. I put that up. I don't know. I feel like one will pass through the table or across my desk one day.
Yeah, you
and I just, I'll come to make some good offer on one that I feel like is rare enough. I mean, a lot of the ones that sold this weekend, man, I mean, they were like, we talking base prism, base inserts, but they were still selling for like $20, some $30. So yeah, I mean, that 101 is gonna be big. I just hope that there aren't like too many, 101s, different 101s out there. I like the true type 101s where they're not like, variations or too many companies putting out 101s.
So now we talked about price points on Wemby. When you're at shows,
yeah,
what are people buying? Like at what price point? Up to, is it 350, 400? What are people kind of in the range of?
Yeah, for like PSA 10s, man, I've heard range from 200 to 400. I haven't sold any like graded. All mine were like raw. I don't have no graded yet. That's bad yet. But like the like parallels, the numbered stuff. One guy from Alabama, he pulled one of the variations, and yeah, he sold it for 900 raw. So right now he's ridiculously high. I would suggest getting in on some, raw in fine condition, and then, make sure it's good under magnifying glass, get it clean. I mean, you can definitely check the center and stuff like that, edges and corners, but yeah, get it clean and put it up, get it graded, put it up for a while, man. Like if I get a nice Wemby, it's gonna sit for a while. I'm gonna put it up because there's a lot. I mean, they're flying around the show everywhere, man, and everybody wanted them.
I guarantee they did. Wouldn't be something different, man. It's like,
yeah.
At first, my thought was when he started the season, like, can he get through 82 games? He's only missed 6 games this season, 7 games this season.
Yeah. I mean, he young, man. Like I saw something with his like ankle rolled, man. Like he don't really have all his bones for him yet. He got some gristle in there somewhere.
Yeah, he got some space in them.
Yeah, man. So yeah, maybe that limberness, lends to him playing like a long, long time, man. I hope so. I love to see him like really press some of the records out there.
I even ask myself now, like, when am I gonna get in that Wemby game? I don't know.
Yeah. Like I like to see Wemby, like I can see him like getting a quadruple double, dog. Like it had been a while. It's been a long time, man, since we seen like a quadruple double. But like I can see Wemby getting a quadruple double.
I can see that. So let's flip the script. We talked about Wemby, young player.
Yeah.
Who are some other young NFL or NBA players that are of note to you? When you hear their name, you like, person's legit.
Well, like NFL, but before we leave the NBA, we say with the NBA real quick. So NBA, like, I've never been like, since I went to college, I've never been like a Duke fan after that, right? But when I saw Banchero Like I felt like he was gonna be like good. No, wherever he landed, he was gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like him, man. Like
So
that
do I.
dude.
So
He's
do I.
solid player. Like young cats, man. Like, I mean, I like the folks that can like have real good like awareness, like court awareness, and
Mm-hmm.
like Sengun, man.
He's
Like,
nice.
dude, he be aware of the floor, man. Like, I mean, Luca be doing that too. I mean, LeBron, of course, but like folks that have like that good awareness where their teammates, they better be ready at all times because that ball might hit them like square in their chest or in their
Mm-hmm.
face or something. You're not
Yeah.
ready. But they can see like ahead of the play.
Mm-hmm.
And like folks like that like excite me, man. Like when I'm watching basketball.
What about Anthony Edwards? Do you get excited about him or LaMelo Ball?
Man, I mean, Anthony Edwards is such a freak, man.
He is. He's an athletic guy.
He's such a freak. And I appreciate him being like unapologetic about who he is, man. Like he gonna talk trash.
Mm-hmm.
He believe in his whole heart that he like the best player on the earth, man.
Right.
And he played in like he don't take no days off, man. No days off.
He doesn't miss.
As far as I can see, yeah, he don't take. I don't know. He was late for the other day, late to the game, but
I don't know. That could have been.
But look, he played hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude played hard.
Yeah, that's one thing you cannot fault him for, his energy.
Yeah.
And he's charismatic in his own way. I mean, he's a guy that you want to put in front of a camera and people want to hear him talk.
Dude, I would. Yeah, he remind me of one of my homeboys or something. You know what I mean? Like, down to earth. The darnest thing might come out his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Never know.
You never.
But I know we lace him up though. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna be going at it hard the whole game. Somebody might get caught slipping and they gonna get dunked on. Mm-hmm. But like he keep honing his game though, man. They're gonna be pushing for championship. I ain't gonna say they're gonna win no championship in Minnesota, man. I don't know if they're gonna
I think at some point Cat's gotta get up out of there.
Yeah, he gotta get up out of there.
You gotta get up and get on for Anthony Edwards to really take a step, but then you gotta get Anthony Edwards somebody that's complimentary to him.
Oh man.
You get him a real point, you get him a scoring point, a disher point. Or get him a big man that's not like Cat or Robert, someone that can. I mean, someone that's elite. Do they want to come to Minnesota?
Yeah.
No,
not elite. Sometimes.
No, not elite.
Because I seen Rudy do some amazing stuff. Like, man, I wish he could block shots for my team. And I seen Cat, like, he'll go off. I've seen him go off.
But when you can't though, you can't
count on that.
You can't go off in an All-Star game when you're down and you're trying to go for 50.
Yeah,
you got to come with that thing every day.
Every day, man.
For the 3-pointer because it feels
every day.
Looks good. Because you want to be the best shooting big man in the league. You got to get down there and pound and be athletic enough to play above the rim. That's not him.
Nope. And yeah, as a teammate, you want somebody who got your same energy. Like when you're a superstar, you got to match your energy, man. And yeah, I don't think he got nobody on that team matches energy, man.
So we'll see. I don't even know if that coach is going to be around long. So there's a lot of questions in Minnesota. But I'm a firm believer that the NBA has these. And some people may get offended by this, depending on where you live in the country. You have these minor league teams that draft these players.
Yeah.
That develop them somewhat or give them time to develop before they do something else. And like Banchero, the clock is ticking. How long is he going to be in Orlando? We don't know that.
Yeah. Like I like to see them in bigger markets where you know, their games are like, you know, Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean?
Right.
A big matchup, man. That's why
Yeah.
I want to see them eventually.
Yeah, not just Tuesday at 5. Like you get off work, you get home. The Orlando
Yeah,
home. Not nothing like that. Yeah.
I like to see them in bigger markets with, you know, a better, like, I mean, I'd say Banchero has, like, you know, better, like, energy around him
I
than
agree.
Ant-Man.
I agree.
You know, France, he could. I mean, he got some young talent down there in Orlando. But man, I know I'm a homer, man, and you know I'm originally from South Carolina, so like I ain't gonna not talk about like basketball and not bring up Zion and Ja,
Oh, I was about
man.
to bring him up. I was about to bring
No,
up.
look, and they
He's
low
looking
right now,
better.
man.
He's looking a lot
Y'all can trip
better.
if you want to. I picked up a bunch of Ja this weekend.
Okay.
I already got a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's too low at this point. I don't know whenever he gets back, man, it's just gonna be massive.
I
It's
think
gonna
so.
be continuous highlights of
Mm-hmm.
John and Wemby every night.
I agree.
Yeah.
Zion is starting to look better. He said in the press conference last night,
Mhm.
focusing on his diet, and he does additional workouts besides the game, and he looks lighter.
Yeah.
He looks more fluid with his movements. He had a big block last night, left-handed block.
Yeah.
I'm
I
happy
don't
for
question Zion's his athleticism at all.
I agree.
I don't question like his like desire, man. Like he'll go after it and get it. Like the block you saw Ant did the other night,
Mm-hmm.
you know, hit his head on the rim. I mean, Zion is that dude too.
Yeah.
He'll go get it. If a ball need to be blocked at the 3-point line, he gonna run out there, you know, he'll try to get it. Now, I mean, his genes, man, like are off the charts. And I remember going to school with his dad. And every field we stepped on, he was like, you know, he was the man. You know, he was the biggest, strongest person on the field, man. And like I'm not surprised that Zion is like in the league. I'm surprised that he not like, you know, getting more pub, I guess he's getting bad pub because of the weight and stuff like that. But dude's a beast, man. Like he's an absolute like killer. He a beast.
You know what I
And
want him to, I want him, I keep saying this, I want him to develop a mid-range game. I think if he can get
don't
that
get me
going
wrong.
with his
Yeah.
athleticism, that's a real problem.
I mean, he got the athleticism, you know, we see, like I say, on the basketball court, on the black top growing up, you know, the person that played hard every play, you know, sweating like a dog, dripping on the ground. But yeah, when he wasn't shooting like, you know, mid-range jumpers out there, you know what I'm saying? He banging, getting rebounds, putting it back up quick, dunking, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's something he just needs to improve. I mean, a lot of people in the NBA need to do that, but like if he did that, like he would really like step his game up seriously because somebody got to run at you.
That's a
Because
problem.
you got a nasty, you know, mid-range, somebody got to run at you and you just pump fake them. Man, yeah, that would be nasty.
Because
That
you
would be
know
nasty.
who's developing that is Bam Adebayo. You watch Miami play; he's starting to pop a mid range every now and then. I was watching Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Giannis is starting to shoot a mid range jump shot.
Yeah, I seen some practice Giannis putting in on the J. And I was watching the Miami game last week, and yeah, I guess I wasn't shy. I guess I was happy finally to really feel like, you know, that they were giving Bam, they believed in Bam. Like they were feeding him, man.
Yep.
Like you can, Jimmy had no problem giving that ball up, getting off here, giving it to Bam, man, because he gonna get some good looks. He gonna be close to the basket, and he gonna get fouled a lot.
Very, very true. Hey, what do you think about some of the football moves? Russ going to the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Barkley, Saquon going to the Eagles. Jacobs going to the Packers. What do you think about all this?
Man, so Josh Jacobs, one of those like he one of them good stories, man, you hear about.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? And, being in Alabama, I hear it a lot. You heard, a bunch about him, and everybody said the same thing, man. So, like, we happy about Josh, no matter, where he go. He gonna be good in Green Bay, though. That way he gonna be good.
Yeah,
Packers run the ball, man.
Yeah.
They always run the ball.
And he's the kind of guy that can catch it out of the backfield from
he can catch it. He don't drop it. He can catch it. Yeah, I'm surprised anybody will let Josh Jacobs go. Not try to keep him on their roster. Russ to Pittsburgh. I think they might revive him, man.
I think so too.
Honestly,
Tomlin.
I believe in Tomlin. Yeah, Tomlin. He ain't trying to take no L, no shorts, man. And he love a veteran too.
Mm-hmm.
And whether he gonna come in and start over Pickett or whatever, he could help teach Pickett. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude, he's shown like some good stuff over the years, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know if he gonna have like that same like type of consistency he had, and like early in his career, Seattle, like Doug Baldwin and them, they were just always there, man. Lockett, dudes, they just always know how to run routes and be open. Good system, but I like to see them do good, man.
So would I.
But I absolutely it made me sick to my stomach that Saquon went to Philly, dog.
I think a lot of people feel.
Ugh.
From what I see on social media, a lot of people are feeling this way. Is that the traditional? I guess it would be like somebody leaving the Bears going to the Packers. Is that the tradition there between New York and Philly? I'm thinking, right?
Man, I don't know.
Well, Barkley told the dude he's dead to him now. And then Saquon said, man, you two-faced. So I don't care what you're talking about.
Man, all I know is they gonna have some problems. They're gonna have some problems.
Play each other. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Like at least twice a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hate it because Philly gonna be good, man. They running game already good, but Saquon, he's good, man.
Jalen Hurts got to put that ball down the field. We got to stop this dinking and dunking stuff, right? Jalen Hurts got to open that offense up.
Yeah, man.
He got guys that can go get it.
Man, I mean, he does. He does. You cannot not get AJ Brown the doggone ball, man.
AJ Brown on one side, and you got the kid from Alabama on the other side.
Yeah, Smitty. Yeah.
And you throwing 15-yard outs?
Yeah, man. Bro. Man, I honestly feel like that's the same reason he got benched at Bama, man. Over some period, man, it's almost like you see him lose confidence in it, man. No matter how much, Smitty build him up, AJ, fuss at him, be like, hey, man, just throw it up there. I got you. You can see the confidence, man.
When he starts
just taking out his body.
You see that blank stare?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do think though, with a better running game, just like at Bama, a better running game, you'll be able to like do more things. Those players, instead of getting open, 5 yard, they open, 10, 15 yards down the field because you done play action really nasty with Saquon.
Yeah.
He could throw the 15. He could throw a sweet long ball if he, got time and he, his confidence up.
Now, the worst thing is going to be if Saquon gets over there and gets hurt.
If he would?
Gets over there and gets injured.
Saquon, he hadn't been the healthiest. He hadn't been the healthiest, running back over the years. I mean, I don't wish no Will Ill on him, but I'm a Washington fan, man, and I just don't like it. I was hoping he'd get out of our division, Saquon, but no, he stayed.
We talked about Kenny Pickett. Now let's talk about Mac Jones.
Oof.
Yaybo, you remember not that long ago.
Hey, man.
You talking about Wemby? You walk into a show, man, Mac Jones was everywhere.
Hey, no, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. But what we start off saying, like when you played, all your life, you played competitively all your life, whatever, man, you couldn't hype me up on no Mac Jones. Get out of here.
I didn't know what people were talking about. I even asked some people with some.
Get out of here. Not no Mac Jones.
Yeah, with some high dollar Mac Jones guards on the table. I pulled some people inside, like, what do you really think of this guy? Oh, man.
Man. There's so many people in Alabama here, man, like trying to like give him like the ultimate props. Like, oh man, he gonna be Joe Montana one day. You watch, he gonna be as good as Brady. Man, quit with the foolishness, man.
I actually thought that people looked at his cards and tried to make themselves believe that he was Brady on the card.
No, he was bigger than what like Purdy cards were.
Yes,
like he was big height, and now he back up in Jacksonville. On
that Trey Lance with the backup. Who was also big at one time.
Right.
So now what we've seen, and people got to take note of this, is that we've seen recent draft picks come out, and they could even be Pro Bowl rookie year. That's why I keep telling people about C.J. Stroud. I want him to be the bomb.
Yeah.
But we got to step back and let him play.
Yeah.
Like Mac Jones went from Pro Bowl rookie year back up by third or fourth year.
Yeah.
So teams will draft you high. They can trade up to get you. Because there was some talk about Mac Jones and Trey Lance and where they were going and what teams wanted who. And then put you somewhere when they realize that you're not that dude. They'll place you somewhere. They'll sign you to a big dollar contract.
Yeah.
And by that third, fourth, fifth year, not even pay you and trade you.
Whoa. Crazy.
So back in the day, somebody got drafted high. You knew you had a timeline for that person to be tried and true before they just gave up on the person or let them go. Not anymore. So if people are buying cars because somebody was drafted, this will always tell people, Yaybo, you tell me what you think about this. You got to be a GM of what you do. Because if I put my stock in what somebody else said, because that's all it really is. When somebody's drafted at a certain level, somebody else or a group of people said, well, we have these options left, and those people have been taken, so let's go get this person. And so if you think that because somebody was drafted in the first round or the second round, that bona fide, you're fooling yourself.
Yep. You're right.
You got to watch the game and be the GM and look at film yourself and understand, are they reading the defense?
Yep.
Then can they throw any ball they need to throw? This is what I think about Zach Wilson. Can you throw any ball that you need to throw if that receiver is open? Tom, we know legends can. Tom Brady can. In his prime, Peyton Manning could. Eli would even shock you sometimes by putting the ball someplace you didn't think he could put it at. So these are all the players that you can think of. But I keep saying that the quarterback position is one of the hardest things to play in professional sports.
It
and
is.
if you run the numbers, 1% of them work.
Yeah.
But we keep thinking that Kenny Pickett, because he slid on a play but kept running.
That was slick. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
that was slick.
Cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be your career though, bro.
No, man. No. That's why, like, a lot of folks talking about, Commanders going after quarterback. Like, I really want to like trade for like more draft picks or something, man. I ain't really pressed by these quarterbacks.
What do you think of Sam Howell?
I think Sam Howell gonna be good. We get him some time, he gonna be good. Well, I'm saying time in the pocket.
This is what I'll say about him. He's probably one of the better ones right now. He's better than Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
He's better than Mac Jones.
Yeah.
He's better than Kenny Pickett to me.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about somebody that can actually like read the defense. Like, he knows.
And throw the ball.
And he can throw it. Like, he throw for a lot of yards, man.
Yeah.
We need to get some, better protection, some better schemes or whatever. But like, it would be nasty, man. Like, no disrespect to Tone. Like Antonio Gibson, he was a free agent, he gone. But we picked up Eckler. I used to hate on Eckler, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never wanted him on my fantasy team. But I always hated it because he was giving me like 25 points every time I played against him or something like that. Like Eckler, he'll play hard too. I give him that. He play hard. We'll see how it goes, man. But yeah, I think it's like Sam Howell, like, give him some time in the pocket. Like, he proved he could throw for a bunch of yards, man. We got weapons. We got dudes that can catch. It's just a matter of time. I don't know if that equates totally to us winning like football games because we got to tighten up on defense too, honestly. But
we're in a transitional period, and we're talking about Wemby, we're talking about young players, NBA, young players, and then moves that are going on. I still can't believe that Kirk Cousins is about to get paid this money.
Kurt in the A, what?
You saw Quavo tweeted, "We got a lot of change for you now." Yeah. He's gonna fit in, bro. He's gonna fit in.
Oh man,
people gonna love him.
Yeah, man. Kurt,
Imani hit me up today and
said,
I
know he did.
Oh man, we going to the Super Bowl. I said you might be sitting at the Super Bowl, you and I by each other. But you going to the Super Bowl,
man? He tripping, man. Like, I thought when I was in college, I thought that was their time to win it. Then Dirty Birds.
They had a good team.
Dude, they had like, man, so much hype in the city.
Had a good team. Then they got
then like they were right there, man. At home, too many people were partying in the middle of the game, and they lost their focus.
But when your running back got hurt, you messed his knee up. That was the end of that.
Oh boy.
What was that?
Nah, I can't.
What was that?
Yeah, that was it. Like Jamal went down. Yeah, they weren't quite the same team no more. But man, that team was fun to go watch, man.
It was. I still can't believe they beat Minnesota.
Yeah.
I remember that game. I cannot believe. I thought Minnesota was gonna roll all over them, man.
I mean,
Randy Moss in the Super Bowl.
They had all kind of like weapons. Yeah, wasn't Robert? What's the running back?
Yeah, Robert. Ohio State. I can't remember his last name right now.
Yeah, but they had a good team. Their offense was like
Randall Cunningham.
Oh man, they offense was
Chris
nasty.
Carter.
Yeah, their offense was nasty.
Bro, he
For
was
sure.
throwing that peel to them boys, and they still couldn't get that thing down.
Yeah, man. But now I don't. Yeah, he tripping about Super Bowl for the Falcons.
Like I said he never wrote me back. I said, "Man, you trying to go see? We trying to go get some tickets?" Well, he was hyped last year, man. I think that's really is the real. I was like, no.
Man, yeah.
You know,
he had me hyped. We talked about that this weekend, FD.
What you saying?
We talked about that this weekend because he had me hype on Ritter. Again, I was like, man, I prospect on certain players, man, but he wasn't on my list. What's so real? He was like, oh, no, get it. Man, I made a trade. I was like, I instantly had like regret. I was like, what did I just do? It was like a second year Brady, dog. It was just a base second year Brady.
Ritter? What kind of Ritter you trade for?
It was RPA.
But you know, Yaybo, I've been talking about this with some people recently. Sometimes we gotta take a risk, man. And if you think that you have looked at something and seen something,
yeah,
and you got a strategy, sometimes you just gotta take a calculator.
I mean, there was a lot to think that he was gonna be good,
That's what I'm saying.
Like, running back situation, fresh tight end, got hands on, on the ends. I think, but yeah, it didn't quite pan out though. No.
Well, week 9, week 10, he got benched. Came back like one week, back on the bench. He always looked shook and afraid to me when I watched him in the game.
Yeah.
Just don't see the confidence in him.
No.
And playing back is like being a pitcher in baseball, man. It's not easy to have confidence.
I mean, yeah, you got a lot on your shoulders, bro.
A lot. Got a lot.
World on your shoulders.
You got to.
And we just talking about it from a football perspective. We don't know what's going on in his life.
No, we don't know.
You know what I mean?
And that's the part of all these athletes that I try as hard from where I'm sitting. None of us ever really know. We know how complicated lives are.
Right.
Of looking at where these guys going and what they're talking about. That's the only indication I have. What are they saying in the post-game press conference? What do I hear about them in the news? That's all you can go with. You just don't know.
Right. You just don't know, man. That's why we can't be, quick to judge. Mm-hmm. Just know nobody going through, but as far as, actual play, compared to others of his craft, no.
So let me ask you this. This is a person I thought about today, and I think I hit Big John up. Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he sitting at right now? His quarterback is gone.
He wasn't with his book.
I personally felt when Cousins got hurt that he wasn't coming back. So Cousins is gone.
Yeah.
Think about in a world where you tear your Achilles, you still get paid, though. You still get paid. But Justin Jefferson now doesn't have a quarterback. He was out most of the season. He almost sold 2 G's and ain't been right since. Where is he going?
Right, man. Like, talking about losing confidence.
If I'm him, I'm demanding a trade. You got to put me with I'm asking to be dealt. And please don't put me in Tennessee. But I got to get somewhere with a quarterback.
Yeah, man. He got to be somewhere because he's amazing talent. He got to be somewhere where somebody knows how to get him the ball, like the coordinator and the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. And then what's up with Higgins demanding a trade with Cincinnati?
Who demanded a trade?
Higgins.
Man, I don't know what that's about.
You would think his quarterback is coming back. He got Chase on the other side. You think he's good. Some ain't good.
I mean, maybe like him and Chase got too good too good a relationship, and he feel like he won't get the ball enough. I don't know.
That was the first thing came to my mind. I'm playing with my quarterback's boy over here.
But man, look at that team. That team just waiting to mature, right? That's just, you got to figure healthy Burrow. He's as good as any, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can read read what's going on the defense. He can get him the ball. Like T. Higgins is good, man. Like I don't know.
Very, very good.
Yeah, I don't get that, man. I don't know. I don't know where he wants to go.
I can tell you this: I was never a fan of Jerry Jeudy. No, I was never a fan of Jerry Jeudy. Just his demeanor in games, how he runs his routes. So when I'm watching a game, Yaybo, I watch the line.
Yeah.
And to evaluate a wide receiver, I look at what they're doing when they're not getting the ball.
Yeah.
And I started this back when Randy Moss was playing.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Is that receiver blocking? Is he coming off the ball hard to fake the safety and the corner out of the outside linebacker? What is he doing? Or is that just, and you look at Jerry Jeudy, man. If he's not getting that rock, he might as well be on this podcast right now.
Right. He ain't faking out the cornerback like it's not a run play. He ain't trying to fake him.
And that's why Steve Smith said this dude's trash. When you got a Hall of Famer, this is what I tell people. And people say, "Oh man, Steve Smith don't know what he's talking about." When you got a Hall of Famer that says that someone's trash at their craft,
right?
I'm listening, bro.
Yeah. Nah, no doubt, man.
Asking questions, I'm listening.
But that's another thing, like I guess complacency or something. But you got to play hard, man. Like in order to win, you got to play hard. You got to play smart. Like, too, you've seen DK, make smart, high IQ football plays. Ain't even getting the ball.
Nope.
But the person behind him,
who blocks without the ball, who runs a hard route, was never gonna get the ball.
But make it look like he is gonna get the ball. Have a cornerback diving at him, and he ain't even getting the ball.
Getting the ball, bro.
I think like Ayuk,
blocking, running.
He blocked. I like how he played.
Probably the best route runner per pound in today's game. Can run any route. Run a route tree.
But he gonna block though.
He gonna block.
He ain't taking no. Yeah, he ain't
block
until that whistle blows. He gonna be working.
There you go.
Yeah, I do like him. Yeah, he gonna block down.
I'm starting to like him more, and this is big for me. I'm starting to like him more than Debo.
Yeah. Hey, Debo exciting though, man. Golly. Debo is exciting to watch, man.
I like Debo, but Debo gets hurt.
Man.
Debo always grabbing a hamstring, laying on the ground.
Yeah. That's them shifty kind of dudes, man. Them quick, twitch.
True.
The muscles stretching and compressing real quick. Yeah, they're more prone. They just got, I don't know, warm up more or something. Stretch better. They prone.
When I say the name Brock Purdy, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The name Robert who?
When I say the name Brock Purdy, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Come on with it now.
Overhyped. Again, man. Like he could be Mac Jones, bro. Like if he had the talent Mac Jones had, he might be Mac Jones. Like being a quarterback hard, but if you got a defense that can help spot you points, right? And then your weapons on each side, on the ends, they nasty.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Tight end.
probably a Hall of Fame tight end. And then you probably got another Hall of Fame running back.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. And then I say it like this. I was talking to J Mac today. Not been yesterday. But I was talking to J Mac. You know, he used to be up in North Carolina. He moved. But
did he move out of North Carolina?
Yeah, he moved a little bit, I think out west somewhere.
Okay.
But you know, big Carolina fan. And I had to agree with him, man. He was like, look, he probably gonna go down as like the best receiving running back. He might not get the yards, Emmett, and, you know, Barry, all the greats like that. But like as far as like receiving back, getting touchdown, being elusive, dude, he's like so good.
It's really him and Marshall Faulk.
You're right. Because I mean, at one point I thought there wasn't gonna be nobody better out the backfield than Roger Craig. You know.
Yeah, so did I.
Then Marshall Faulk come along and like,
Slicing
yeah,
and dicing.
almighty.
I'll never forget one game. Marshall Faulk had 200 yards receiving and 200 yards rushing against the Chicago Bears. I'll never forget that. And did it like it was nothing.
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Marshall Faulk, he was a special talent, Hall of Fame supreme. But yeah, CMC, man, he gon' go down like that. Like he is like he's so good, man.
He is.
And when you know, like you gonna have like some help coming behind you to help block, are you gonna be coming out of nowhere, man? Yeah.
We got some comments from some of my people here.
They were close.
Beaches who I grew up with said, "Can't believe I'm watching FD and Yaybo. I'm rolling. Good to have you here."
What up, D Hughes? I see MLK back there.
Says they aren't developing the guys. They are throwing them into the fire. Yeah, that's limited. You better be developing yourself. You better go get a personal trainer. I don't care if you play in the NBA, NFL, or where, and work on your craft yourself. You better be going to games and hitting the weight room afterwards, and probably working on your stretching, some yoga after the game.
Right.
You better be on a regimen. You better stay out the club. Stay away from certain things. You try to eat a clean diet and get some rest.
Yeah.
If you on other stuff, because I can only imagine with that amount of money and attention and fame.
Oh man,
there's a bunch of other stuff coming to you. If you
you know it
center yourself,
automatic. That's true. That's true, man. Like,
and this is the golden question I have. You want to hear the question I have? I don't hear anybody talking about. How do these top athletes meet these IG models? Who's connecting who with who? Nobody talks about that.
Yeah, man.
If I'm Jalen Green,
yeah.
How did I meet? Is there an agenda? Like, how does that happen?
My God.
And then if I do meet, how do I think that I'm so different that what happened to all these people is not going to happen to me?
Right. Yeah, man. I don't think that it can't happen to you.
Do they think that I'm just?
He must think so.
I don't know.
Man, Jay, yeah, I don't know. Like
how did Zion meet? ...
Man, the internet is undefeated, dog.
But it has to be bigger than that, man. He had to be somewhere eating, and somebody say, "Hey, Zion, let me introduce you to."
Yeah, I don't know. Man. They get too much stuff get thrown at them, man. It's all the money, the fame, you know, the power, whatever. You know, I don't know. Some people can't handle that, yo. I mean, it does seem like the NFL, they started doing a better job at trying to teach, rookies about, financial stuff and decorum. You know what I'm saying?
You know what my father told me a long time ago, Yaybo? On most things in life, coming to you, divide by 3 and carry the 4, bro. So that means you're going to be pushing away a whole lot and accepting just a little.
Yeah.
And if you can get that going, push away a lot, accept just a little, you're going to do better than if you just, everything is good, everything all good.
Yeah.
Which never is.
Yeah, man.
And everybody, even anybody walking, should probably try to push away more on any aspect of life.
Yeah.
Food you eating, what you drinking,
who
you around, what time you go to sleep, what time you wake up.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
gotta think, right? We're 3 times 7. We're grown. We really, within the laws of America, we can do whatever we want to
do. Right.
But we regulate ourselves every day.
Yeah, man.
You say, man, it's time to go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep, man. Do you get up? Are you setting an alarm?
Dude, it's serious, yo.
Yeah.
You start to value your your time in the day a lot better, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, push a lot of things away, man. Like there's stuff we see coming our way on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, man. A lot of stuff, it should push it to the side, yo. But yeah, man, I just want to stay out the way, man.
So do I.
I ain't trying to get it your way. I ain't trying to get it nobody's way. Try to stay out of the way because I enjoy my peace more, more than anything, peace of mind.
Totally agree. Oliver says, I love that hat, FD. Oliver, thanks for being here. Fraternity brother. Known him for a long time. Even before we were fraternity brothers, known him a long time. Oliver, thanks for being here.
That's what's up.
Zerny says, I picked up a Jay Anderson card yesterday. I heard that. Jamal Anderson in the house. Robert Smith was
Dirty Bird. Robert Smith. Yeah. He was kind of like Roger Craig 2.0 or something. You reminded me of him a little bit. But Robert Smith. Thank you for that. I couldn't remember that to save my life.
Thank you, Zerny. The coolest thing about him is that he
Zerny Holloway.
Yeah. He created options for himself off the field. So remember Robert Smith went to commentate college football for a long time.
Yeah.
Did a whole bunch of other stuff. That's the real big thing that I really liked about Robert Smith.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was good for the camera, man. Handsome fella, you know what I'm saying? Articulate. Yeah. He was made for that too.
So Zerny, we talked about, so Yaybo, we talked about what we're seeing in the hobby right now. What are your thoughts? Can you share with us what you're thinking about the end of 2024, going into 2025? What do you see happening in the hobby?
Ooh, man.
I want everybody to know.
That's a good one.
Travels to many states.
Mm-hmm.
Sets up. We're going to talk in a little bit again because we talked last time about Yaybo's car service that he provides. Yaybo says he's a very modest guy. I'm gonna talk him up. Does a lot in the hobby.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, sees a lot in the hobby. Is a voice in the hobby. So that's why I'm asking this question, because there are people. Let's not get this twisted, because I know this to be fact, that make content that don't see as much of America as Yaybo.
Appreciate that, man.
I'm one of them. You see a lot more of the country than I do. So all that's to preface the question. Why people are saying, well, why is he asking him that? What do you see coming up in 2024, 2025 beyond?
Man, there's one thing I know for sure. It's not gonna get any slower. It is only gonna get bigger. But But again, folks don't come to my table for TCG. But Pokemon, man, dude, it's gonna reign supreme, man, for a long time, man. The hype around Pokemon trading at shows is amazing, just truly. So that's one thing that I know that ain't gonna change. Something I wish would change is like more rare cards and vintage cards don't get the love as like unproven, newer, ultra modern stuff. There's too much hype around certain cards, players, and stuff like that. Will that change though by the end of this year? I tend to think that the vintage will get more popular. Just like, you start to see like photos, type 1, 2, 3 photos, stuff like that get more popular.
Yes.
Over the years, you see a few different like rare inserts and stuff like that. So that's because they're, the rarity of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that it's like you'll start to see like more of the like really rare, other than like Mantle and like Minoso, Robinson, some of the rare, stuff like that. Because I say that because, man, like when I went to the Hilliard, Ohio show like a few weeks ago, man, it was like 80% vintage. It was like a 40-50 table show. Really nice vintage selection though, man. It was out of this world. But that's something you don't see a whole lot, shows down south.
You definitely not here. You're not going to a show in the Bay that I know of. You're not going to one in LA. You're not going to one in San Diego.
Yeah.
Where vintage is that high.
Right. Like, I mean, you're gonna see, stuff from 30s, a bunch of stuff from the 50s and 60s. But like you're gonna see a lot of stuff from like the 30s that you can get your hands on, like reasonable. And a lot of it's not graded, man. A lot of it is raw. You just gotta be careful and do your due diligence on knowing that you're gonna be buying a legitimate card, being old and raw. You got to look for a certain sign.
The factors that come into for people that are asking, it hasn't been counterfeited, hasn't been trimmed or altered in any way.
Right.
All that stuff really comes into play. Do you know what to look for?
Yeah.
Do you know what are some clear signs to understand if something's been counterfeited? Like if you look at a Jordan, you can look at the back and look at certain icons.
Yeah. Right.
All that. You have to know. Do you know that on every card? Have you educated yourself?
Right. And yeah, I wouldn't dare pay, hundreds of dollars. I mean, I wouldn't pay $5. Shoot, what am I tripping about? Dude, I'm not gonna buy it unless I know, like, in my whole heart that is, legitimate card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna smell the card. FD.
That's another indicator.
But I'm gonna smell the
A lot
card.
of people don't know that.
Yeah, no, I know. I've been here, I curate, vintage stuff all the time. It's not just, baseball cards, it's postcards and stamps and magazines and old newspaper covers, big old Life magazine covers. Yeah. It don't smell like a Prism box. None of them do, man. But you could tell. But there are things you just gotta look for, man. And you got your phone, you got the internet right at the tip of your fingers, yo. So you can do comparisons, pull up pictures, pull up authenticated slabs. You can do your comparisons. But you got to do that for like the old vintage raw stuff for sure. So they were doing a lot of counterfeit stuff back in the day.
See, these are the things. There are so many different levels to the hobby. What you're interested in, and then drill down into that, and then know that. So when you're walking a show, you can walk right up on a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Or you can walk right up on something that doesn't even look right. I tell this story all the time. Right before Junior was born, a couple of months before he was born, September of 2015, I go to San Fran. I go to a show to get Barry Bonds' autograph. He's at the show signing. One of the few in-person appearances by Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
And I get there, and I'm walking around. Barry's taking his time. Barry signed that day, Yaybo, for over 10 hours. Barry took his time.
Barry Bonds.
If someone says that Barry Bonds is this and that, Barry Bonds sat there. He didn't even sell. I mean, he probably sold 500 tickets, something like that, which a lot of people can blow through in 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Barry took his time, talked to you, got up and stretched, literally stretched 2 or 3 times, went to the restroom, came back, sat down, took his time with people. Only thing you couldn't do was take a picture with him, but he answered questions and talked about his career and just took his time. So I'm in that place, and this is the hotel right across the street from where Levi Stadium is right now, because Levi was just about to open. They had finished it, but they had the game in the air. So I'm up in there, and I'm walking around before Barry signs for me. Yeah. And I come on a table. I tell the story a lot. I come up on a table with a bunch of, I get into autographs, strokes, what your E's look like, how one letter connects to the other, especially Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, probably some of the bigger names that people on the Forge. You probably not getting me. I'm going to sit there and analyze. I'm going to, like you said, pull up examples. So this guy had a table of probably 20 baseballs, all signed by Willie Mays. And you know how Willie Mays gets down. All depends on when he signed, but even when he was young, big strokes, looks like fuzzy mop. And this guy,
I got Willie auto.
Yeah, this guy had very small autos, very small strokes, just right on the sweet spot, and they all look the same way. If I had a picture of that thing and you were looking left to right and right to left again, they all look the same way.
Yeah.
I knew these balls are not real.
Yeah.
But it goes back from just knowing. You just know. The balls are 100, and second of all, they were $175 a piece. So you know they're not real.
What year was this, FD?
Oh, this is 2015.
2015.
This is a few months before he was born, bro.
No,
sir, not real. Anybody who, but if somebody else walks up, they're like, man, let's found a gold mine. Let's found a deal, right? No. So he sells the ball to a guy, and like 20 feet away was the PSA DNA table where you could, get your autographs authenticated. So this guy buys the ball, man, walks 20 feet, and people over there tell him it's fake.
They probably laughed at him like, man.
And so now he comes back to the table. I called it when he comes back to the table.
Right.
And he wants a full refund, and my man won't give it to him.
The dude ain't give it to him.
So he got real loud.
That was
That was a shout.
Dude had to leave.
He ended up leaving, yes.
He had to leave, yeah.
That was a shout match. The vendor finally gave him a full refund. And probably 20 minutes after that, he was packing up his saving line.
Oh yeah. Because he would have got outed on like social media anyway at some point. I mean, I don't know how big it was, like 2015, but yeah, he would have got outed. Yep. He had to leave.
That's when old school meets new school. This guy probably been setting up for shows, man, selling fake balls for years.
Yeah.
Until PSA decided to set up right over here.
Oh yeah, right.
That was a problem.
That messed his game up. That's what he get.
Yeah, but I tell people all the time, if it's modern or if it's vintage, kind of know the deal, know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to be careful, man. Yeah, just like you say, something like that, you can see it, but yeah, like some cars, man, they look really close. They look really close, and man, like I get to the point now, like the autos, like I see too many like sticker autos that like say Panini shouldn't have allowed to be on a card, basically, because the player's full name isn't on the auto. It's like it goes off the edge, like some of their like loops and their L's or something will go off the edge. So if you got it graded, for the auto and even grade, it wouldn't even grade a 10, because it's not the full name or even on
8 or
the
9.
sticker.
Yeah.
And then like some of the pens they use, the ink isn't like consistent through the strokes, so they're giving you like a dark in some areas and light in some areas. And the athletes are signing multiple like labels, stickers. You just got to do a better job of finding those, better ones or whatever. But yeah, I saw a lot of that like this weekend in a lot of autos, like sticker autos, like not on card. And I would point it out to the people, like, look, this is not good.
The thing that blows my mind is when you get national treasures and there's sticker autos up in that thing.
Dude,
that blows my mind. I understand logistics. I get it.
Yeah.
But people are spending quite a bit of money to pull a sticker auto.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah, they like players, they don't even know what their card look like. They ain't never touched the card. They touching the sheet of paper. They got, 27 labels on it, 30 labels.
I've heard some stories about they pull these sheets out, they signing, there's music playing, people eating while they do. Dude, it's all kind of stuff going down. You think they sitting up in there thinking about PS10?
Right.
All kind of stuff going down. People dancing to the beat. Then, hey, man, then they start signing.
Yeah. But some people, man, they really take like pride in their like penmanship.
And you can see
like Griffey, his got better all over the years, and now they look really nice. Jordan, of course, got a nice auto. Reggie Jackson and Ricky Henderson had really, really nice autos.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yep. Very, very much so. So talk to people about your card service and what you do and how they can get in contact with you if they want their card service.
Yeah, so I got into grading when I, started buying collections and, doing the research, understanding what cards, had a higher value if you got it graded in a certain grade than what it was raw. And initially I would just send the cards in, man, kind of as is, like, oh, these corners look all right. But I really wasn't paying attention to like all the 4 aspects of the grading. The sharp corners, straight edges, unfrayed edges, centering on the card, surface condition. I wasn't paying attention to like the surface condition as much as I needed to, because like some of those older cards, we didn't have good protection for them. We might have put them in albums if we were lucky. If we were real lucky, we had like the little 3x3. You can put the cards in your album, in your little binder or whatever. But a lot of those, they get like scratched up easy. So just doing more research, I was like, oh, okay, I gotta clean them. I gotta clean these cards before I go in. So that's what I do, man. Like every single card that comes across my desk, inspect for those 4 categories. I do it under light and high magnification, and I clean them. And I do like a review of the cards of course, whoever gives me the cards, they want them to get graded. But I let them know, based on, what you want to do with the card, if you want to keep it for your personal collection or you trying to, make some money off of it. If it's for your personal collection, you just want to get it slabbed up. Okay, what it is. If you want to sell it, I'm going to give you kind of an estimate on what the grade is, what that value range is for that grade. And then you'll know if it's worth grading based on the cost of the grading service, whether it's PSA or SGC, CGC, whatever it might be. If I'm, getting comic books and magazines graded.
Yeah.
But inspect every card one by one, clean them up. And make sure everything's insured, package them up just as PSA or SGC says on their website. Send it in just like they want it.
That's what I do too.
Try not to daggone sway from that, man. Give the people what they want.
That's right.
Because the last thing I want is a grader upset because I done send him a bunch of like chopped up newspaper or something in the box.
And then the key
thing
is put them in the order that they are on the form.
Yeah, put them in the order. I try to put like players together, card types. If it's from like the same set, I try to keep them together and try to keep the years together, kind of to kind of make it a little easier for them because they do research too, right? They have to look at some cards. So if you got two in the same set, and they looking at card one of your order, and okay, doing some research on that, but they don't have to get off the screen to look at the next card that's of the same set. But if you don't have them in order, then they gotta waste time, go back. It's not efficient. So I try to help with that. I guess that's part of the industrial engineering.
And then how do you usually take submissions? Is that people DM you? How does that work?
A lot of it been word of mouth outside of, close friends of the hobby, like Amani and Jerry. But most of the time it's from like meet people at shows. Right now I'm doing submissions for folks from Ohio, like Columbus area, Marysville area. I got a client, of course, Alabama. Meet a lot of people at shows in Alabama. I met a guy from New York in Culture Collision, FD. Like knew him all in 1 hour. But he left me with like some good stuff because I was like, man, because I was educating him on what he has and what it could be. He just didn't know like the rarity and stuff of what he had. And I ain't trying to rip nobody off. I want you to win with whatever you're trying to do. So if you're trying to keep it for your PC, I'm gonna help you with that. Give you information on that. If you're trying to, make some profit, what I'm saying, a house, send your kid to college or something, whatever you're trying to do, I'm trying to help you do that too. So we can come to terms on, based on what I provide. Like I may, for some clients, I may like cover the, the cost of the grading, the insurance, the supplies, and all of that. If they're supplying like, comics or cards or what have we, pictures, we can come up with, normally it's like a 50-50 deal, 60-40 deal or something like that. I don't ever take more than half, of course, because, I ain't come with the cards, but some of the cards and some of the conditions of those cards and magazines, they really do matter because that's more of the time, I got to take to, clean stuff and put them in proper holders, proper protection and stuff like that. Supplies, they're not cheap. bags and boards, especially like for comic books and magazines and stuff, then
They're not cheap.
They're not cheap. Nah. So, again, I got a lot of clients. A lot of it has been like word of mouth, but over submission after submission, I've gotten a lot better at understanding how they're going to grade and what's going to come back. Now, I did receive some 9.5s out one of my last orders, and I was like, totally blown. I'm like, man, I knew I had 4 gems, and one Acuna gemmed in 9.5, and one Otani gemmed in 9.5.
Congrats.
But I was like, man, what was wrong with the other 2? And that's another thing I wish that would change this year, FD, is actually you get information about what's wrong with your card like you do for like comic books. You get like graders notes when you get comic books graded. I like to see that happen like in the card size.
It'd be real cool if it does. That answer a lot of questions for people. I always ask myself, do the majority of people want to know? Or do you just want to get a 10? So, but I would also be a person that if I got a 10 or 9.5 or 9 or whatever it may be, that I actually do know what's up with that card.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, I've had several people, and it's at every show. I have people come to my table and, I do education. I mean, I truly do. I guess people that have a binder. For instance, this guy came up yesterday, him and his wife, and they had a binder, basketball, Jordans, Kobe's, D-Wade. And then toward like the back, it was like a lot of like, kind of like junk wax stuff. So I told him exactly. I was like, look, I don't know what you're trying to do. I was like, these cards here, these specific, 5, 6, 7 cards, I pointed out to him, they were like pretty rare, like Jordan inserts. And one of them was like really rare. And I guess it was toward the end of the show, so we ain't talked that long, but I was like if I was you, I'd do research. And if you need to get them like send off, if you don't want to be, get a collectors club membership, I will help you. Because I mean, it was a card I never seen come across, but I've seen on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it on like top 10 lists or inserts. And I was like, man, he's sitting on a good one. So, and I told him, I was like, yeah, and depending on like what that condition is, it could be worth $90 or it could be worth $9,000. I like, be careful taking it out of the sleeve. But yeah, a lot of people. But that's what we need
more of. You and I have talked about this. This is what we need more of in the hobby. People to come up and they may not be as well versed and have a responsible member of the hobby engage with them and talk to them about something and not try to go another route. And I mean, we all need more of that because there are people. I'm a firm believer, man. There are cards sitting out here that the strongest collector would pay a high dollar for.
I know it.
Somebody probably has, and they don't even know what they have.
Yo, right. And I ain't that dude because, I've been collecting since, 87. And I used to go to, a monthly show at the Holiday Inn. Used to look forward to it every month. Like my brother Coy and Amp, they'd be like, yo, I don't care. Y'all go into the mall. Y'all drop me off at the Holiday Inn lobby. I'm going to collect some cards.
I remember shows around the same time in Chicago at Holiday Inns. Same setup. Banquet.
Man.
They take that one wall down, open up that whole banquet hall.
Yeah. But back then,
B players to sit down and sign some autographs. That's when baseball was hot.
Oh, you had cheap autographs back then, yo. cheap autographs. Folks would show up. Sometimes they're free, but you didn't have a lot of the adults in the hobby, I guess, supporting kids like you
No,
see it now.
no, it was rough with children. When I used to
It
go,
was rough.
it was rough.
Like I got a bunch of stuff like basically stolen, man. I mean, they paid for a little bit, but I'm naive kid, yo, with a Beckett and the tough stuff from 3 months ago.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
All that.
Getting that go, man, cheated on cards, whether it was 89 Griffey that, I should have kept, but, underpaid, and Montana, a whole like 19. It was like hockey's first upper deck, like upper deck's first hockey set. Gone. Well,
but to me, doesn't that stuff fire you up now to make sure that you're on top of your game? You know what's going on. You do your research.
Yeah, I mean,
especially when I'm in the Midwest, I go into to some people about cars, and I've always been the kind of person to do a lot of reading, understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I have a good memory. I can remember checklists, the number of important cars in that set, and people still act like you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and that fired me up, man, to really be knowledgeable on what I'm talking about when I'm at a show. I would go to shows and get autographs with a bunch of inscriptions. I made sure that I was well organized and versed on what the inscriptions were. Most athletes.
That one you showed me in Atlanta, man.
Yeah,
amazing.
I've been there. So and then the players look and say, "Oh man, this guy's on point. This guy's different."
Yeah.
Then it becomes a conversation. I never forget that one time in St. Louis, and I showed you the Cal Ripken jersey. I had him sign a bunch of stuff, and I wanted him at the bottom to put something down. And he said, "I don't think I'm going to do that." Then he started reading through everything about him that I had put down. And he was like, he looks at me and he says, "You do your research?" I was like, "Bro, every day."
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I said, "Mr. Ripken, what would I look like if I came in here and wanted you to come in and the information was wrong?"
Right.
He said, "You got a point."
Yeah. Dang, that's what's up right there. What a story, man.
That's what, to me, that's what it's all about. We got some questions here we want to hit before I let you go. I keep you too late. This is coming up. Wemby 101 went through Kurt's Cars Care. They announced that when they talked about the card. I'm getting the PSA 10. So the question from Machado is, speaking on inspecting cars, Yaybo, what's your thoughts on Wemby 101 PSA 10? Did PSA get it right? What do you think?
I have to look at that card, man. I can't. I haven't.
See, I haven't put my eyeballs on it either.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that it exists, but I haven't seen the actual card. I didn't look at the 10 yet.
Okay.
Is it?
I've heard. I haven't looked at the car even after being graded. It was it's a PSA 10, but some people said it was slightly off center.
So you see that all the time. No. So there is a range that it can be off center and still get a 10.
That is true.
Yep.
And I think some people are up in arms about Kurt's Car Care being involved, and if it has surface scratches. For me personally, that doesn't concern me. If I have a car that I think is really nice, I'm gonna take it to somebody, Yaybo. I do Slap Doctor here in LA. At the car, he doesn't alter the card. He'll let me know where it's at, just like you do.
Yeah.
Maybe even give a recommendation of who I should send it to be graded. Should it be SGC, PSA, BGS,
for sure,
whoever?
Absolutely.
And then I'll walk away. If he tells me, or let's say it was a piece of lint, because there's some purists. if there was something on that car, or if there was something on the surface, and let's say he removed that, I'm not up in arms about that. Maybe some people may be, and they have a right to their opinion. But in my opinion, I'm not.
Yeah, you see a lot of things under magnification, FD. Golly, man. Like you'd be surprised. Like there's so many like little bristles on the edge, man. Some like the die cut cars where you gotta like inspect like every corner of each die cut or hole. I mean, it gets intricate on some of them, man. But I would have to look at that 101 because I see, off-center 10s all the time. It's not like I don't know if people saying that, that's uncommon because I see it all the time. I can look at a car and tell you if it's off-center, up or down, whatever. Like some of them still will get a 10 because their corners, their edges, and the surface is dope too.
But yeah, when you say that, how many, this rough estimate, how many total cars do you think you have evaluated thus far? So when you say I can look at a car and I see this, I just want people to know the trained eye we're talking about. How many total cars do you think you've looked at roughly?
Shoot. Last week I went through a collection about 1,500 cards in one guy's collection, friend of mine.
And that's
this is his like childhood. Some more in depth than others because he had a lot of Barry Bonds rookies, man. God almighty. But he big Ohio State, guy, Michigan guy, Browns from back in the day. I say Michigan, but Detroit. Not Ohio State and Michigan at the same time. Let me just clarify that. But he had magazines too, and I'm maybe going through another 100 magazines and pictures and stuff like that.
So you go through thousands of
yeah. And as far as like, submitting, basically submit once a week, once every 2 weeks or something, getting something in the mail. I think in 2023, probably just with PSA alone, just on mine, probably about a good like 200 slabs like actually submitted. That's after doing all the research and all that. But yeah, as far as clients, probably another like 150 submitted. But that's just the ones that,
that are worth submitting.
Yeah. And, sometimes it's small stuff like, say like I don't know, like a Mark Jackson hoops, with the Mendez brothers on it, right? I mean, there are a lot of them out there graded, the 8 that I said he was going to get, it ain't worth like the price of grade, but, that's what he wanted to get. He wanted a slab for, for his PC. Cool. But, sometimes a $15,000 car might come across my desk and I'm like nervous. Like, what in the world? Hey, hold up. Let me do some more research on this car and let them know. Like once a Kobe, on card number came across and, I treat it with the same care. It's gonna get coddled, I make sure nothing gets on it. The magnification is gonna be and the lighting is gonna be right, so I can make sure that your foil didn't have any scratches on it. That your autograph is clean through and through. The edges don't have like, frayed hairs, just hanging off the side. Sometimes that does happen, like the slicing of the machine doesn't, quite get everything, make it real smooth. You see that on some of the cloth cards, some of those insert cloth cards, like on the sides, man, they were like frayed. Like, but I can attest that you can still get 10s if it's put back like in place, if you will. And that's all I did. Nothing added, no glue, no liquid or nothing. So look at it on the magnification, put that little piece of lint right back on the side. 10.
Machado says here, Josh, I'm rolling with James Wiseman, super collector. I do love me some James Wiseman. This next comment, though, I had a chance to watch the game. Yaybo and I've been talking. Sorry to disturb y'all, fellas, for FT, that boy Wiseman putting grown men tonight. You got to let me know what Wiseman's doing. He's starting to find something.
See, and the reason why I'm like high on Wiseman is because you high on Wiseman. That's straight up. That's straight up.
I got number love for him because I don't even verbalize where I think his ceiling is.
Yeah.
A lot of people may think I'm crazy, but I think it's ceiling.
But he's another one. He's built. He's sturdy.
That's right. And his build from the time he was 18, I saw 2 games of his time at. I'll tell this story. I saw 2 games of his time at Memphis, and in those 2 games, he blew me away from being raw.
Yeah,
I saw his potential going. I remember Anthony Davis in college.
Oh yeah,
and that's who I compared him to at 18.
Yeah,
like he looks like where he could go as Anthony Davis. This is before I even knew he's not going to finish his career at Memphis. None of that's going on. So then I started looking for ways to go. Oh shoot, he's going to go play with Steph and them.
Man.
But I kept in the back of my mind, this guy only has 3 games of college experience. This is not going to be easy.
Nah, he got work now.
Got to work.
Yeah, he got work.
Ain't nobody going to get it to him.
But he got it in him, though.
I think he does.
Yeah, he got it in him. Yeah.
And I believe he's going to be a very interesting player. That's the only way I'll put it right now. Very interesting.
Right.
I track him every day to see what he's doing, how he's progressing. And the biggest stat I look at, I'm telling y'all, people may look at rebounds, points, block shots. I look at plus minus every night.
Yeah, plus minus. Yeah.
I look at plus minus. That tells me
sure.
And then I listen to Wise. When he went back to play Golden State the second game, they asked him about being traded. And he said, it's nothing but a jersey. It doesn't bother me. But then the second statement he made, hey, I'm just working on my defense.
See? He knows. He knows.
Then I said, okay then, bro. Let me just start looking at your plus minus every night.
Right.
And let me see where you at. The other night, he played 30 minutes. He had a +1 plus minus.
Right.
That's all I need to know. Because offensively, he can get it.
Yeah.
And then putting together a total game, and he wants to put together a total game. And he's played around people who put together total games.
Right. Your offensive output don't mean jack squat, dog. If you giving up and turn the ball over. Giving up points to turn the ball over.
Let's say he's scoring 27.
Yeah.
Giving up 12 on defense, and you turn the ball over 4 times. That's 20 points off probably.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's the way I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Turnovers most likely going to become points on the other end.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I just kick back on my man. I just let him. A lot of people, Yaybo, and this is what I want people to know out there. I could be right. I could be wrong. I looked at something, did a lot of research. It's a strategy. It's from the hip. And a lot of people try to. This is another thing in the hobby that always trips me out. Is we should all buy the same people.
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I should be buying LaMelo. I should be on Job. I should be Zion. And then I write questions. So then when you buy somebody like a Wise, or I started talking about Shea and some other people. What are you talking about? Even when I was buying Curry, people was like, what you doing? You get rid of LeBron? For Curry? So everybody out there, if you watch this now, or if you hear this later, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Don't listen to folks, because
I've
folks.
done that before, FD. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I traded LeBron for Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I did. No, no question. It was a better car, man. In my eyes, it was a better car, yo. Never mind, it had Kobe on it too.
Bro.
Yeah,
And what I'm working
that
with.
Steph is still like one of the best examples out there in a BGS, and yeah, it's chilling right now. It's chilling. My grandkids might see it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, for sure.
don't fall prey to this peer pressure. Do what you think from your sound strategy building.
Yeah, man.
Do what you think you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Then tell the story with pride. You're gonna have people in your comments. Don't worry about that. Anybody can pull a keyboard out and get to typing.
Yeah, man. Nah, for sure. And your passion got to lead you in your collection. Your passion must lead you. But don't be stupid, dog.
That's right.
Do your
like
research.
I said, have a strategy.
Do your research. Because even some cars are your favorite, like that don't mean you need to go out and buy a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it ain't necessarily worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But got your dude, get your collection on. Like I have boxes filled with baseball, separate sports, right? And I try to curate it by last name, so it's easy for people to come to the table and look for players or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But some people don't some people collection, they come through. I feel bad I don't have tabs for them because it'd be so obscure, but I appreciate the collector in them because that's their person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They might not be on my radar. It's their person. Like a guy came to my table. It was Saturday or Sunday. It was during the Nashville show, and he was like, sir, do you have any Rex Chapman cards?
In that area, I can see that, man.
I like Rex Chapman, played for the Hornets, the first Hornets team. Rex Chapman, that dude. Yeah. I was like, dang, man, you got me on that. I do have Rex Chapman card, but he don't have no tab. He don't make it to the shows. But that was his dude. That's who he collect. I was like, man, more power to you, bro. Good luck finding Rex Chapman at the show. Mercy.
Because it's even hard when it's a pretty, how would I say it? Not trying to disrespect Rex Chapman.
No disrespect at all. He would shoot your light out every night.
It's even hard. Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
It's even hard if you have a Hall of Famer. Let me say this. That you may not even find at a show. And someone comes up asking about that. Then some players that people just have an intrinsic connection to that
right.
You probably not gonna find at a show.
Yeah.
Man, you can walk shows here and walk up and say, let me see what Tim Duncan you got. You probably ain't seeing that much of that.
A Tim Duncan, bro?
No, you're not, bro. Not here in LA? Yeah, boy, I want you gotta come out here for Burbank or something.
I do, man.
I
gotta make it out that way.
Bro, we gotta walk and just talk about what you have seen everywhere else you've been in America and what you see here. Because at some point, maybe in 2025, I told Imani I want to get down south and roll with you all.
Man, dog, you did make the trip, man. You made the trip.
Yeah.
I made sure I was like, man, you ain't gonna come this far. I ain't gonna come kick it with you for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta make it out west, man. You did your part already.
Well, Burbank twice a year. You got Del Mar.
Right.
That just happened and it's going to be happening again. You got stuff up in the Bay Area. Yeah, but don't forget now, next time go to say win a championship because it's coming. We may have to get to that Bay Area. Just check it out a bit.
I would I would love to partake in some
I
celebratory
think I gotta have
activities
you.
for the daggone.
When I'm doing my 2-step, I think I gotta have
Yeah.
you.
That would be dope. I would love to see you daggone like celebrate another Warriors championship,
Oh,
bro.
bruh, we're gonna have Junior. Junior already practicing his 2-step. We're gonna have
Two
G.
step.
I told G, you gonna give me a 2-step? He was like, probably not.
Oh man,
I was like, okay,
dude,
that's cool.
I would pay good money to see G two step, yo.
Yeah, that's right, bro. You know, G is so he's so chilled out.
Yeah, man.
Bro, you know it's always good to have you on here.
Man, I appreciate you, FD.
Always good conversation, man.
Always, man. Like, dude, I gotta tell the people, like, so FD came to Atlanta. Like I said, I wasn't gonna let him come all the way down over here and not meet up with my boy. So we went to the Battery where the Braves play, and went to a restaurant down there. Great burgers. Yard House. I'll give them a shout out. They got a nice burger, burn-in burger. But yeah, they had to kick me and FD out, y'all.
Yeah, we would
Cause we wasn't no food in front of us. We already ate, but we just chopping it up, just talking. So that I do appreciate you, man. All our conversations are like very inquisitive, man, and I just like seeing what angle you coming from on things, man.
Yeah, using my angle is a little bit different, but there's always some kind of strategy and thought behind it. And it's always good to talk to you, bro, in person, on here, when we catch up on telephone calls or messages and stuff. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Hero 3 has a question. FD, if you could go back in time, would you stop yourself from trading the Brown rookie card for the Wiseman RPA? No, I would not. I would do that again. People don't realize, man, I'm not just shooting from the hip. Do you realize the Brown rookie card has dropped in value since then? I couldn't even. It has still dropped in value to the point that it's probably still worth the 2 Wiseman RPAs that I got for it, and those have even dropped in value.
Yeah.
So the Brown rookie card to me is not a prize. Also, Hero 3, if you go to a show, a lot of people don't even want to touch that card. A lot of people have lost a lot when it comes to LeBron Topps Chrome unnumbered 2,000 something population.
Yeah.
PS. I mean, that card is flown through. This is why I think Wemby cards are going to be a barometer of what's happening in the hobby. As Wemby goes, a lot of stuff goes. We've looked at Luka being the same way. As Luka goes, a lot of stuff goes. You can just about add Wemby to that list. So now, if I went back in time, I would still make that trade. I was trying to get out of any. We all know LeBron rookie cards were liquid, still are, and I was trying to get out of that card to get something that I thought I would want to hold on to. That wasn't a short-term move.
Right.
Yeah, I want to give you the why and why not. It wasn't a short-term move, so I would get out of that. Machado, Wiseman tonight, 18 minutes, 10 points, 9 boards, almost a double-double, +8.
Plus 8 and the dub.
All I need that young man to do. Give me some hustle. That +8 is the biggest stack that's there.
That's it. +8.
And I said his rookie year, he had the potential in a year or two. This is year 4, really year 3, because he was out a year. Wiseman should start out next season. His goal should be double-doubles. He should be trying to maximize double-doubles.
He could do that, man. He could do that. I know
and have a double-double.
This should be easy to do that for him, man, honestly.
Yeah.
But man, like he was talking about LeBron, man. I don't think he don't get enough love, man.
Why do you think that is, though, Yaybo? There's a reason.
Man, it's a section of the demographic, like sports, cars, whatever, people that send basketball, whatever. Dude, they just hate on LeBron so bad, dog.
They do.
Why? Like, I don't get it, man. Like, he is like,
he comes across a certain way at certain times. He comes across as, I wouldn't say unapproachable. That's not the word.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yeah. I don't
almost
think
like
that's.
he's dismissive. And I
Like
think
dismissive, like I'm the greatest, and I don't want to hear no more of it.
yeah. On the shot, he'll hit you with some stuff about I'm the greatest.
Yeah.
He does the crown thing that I
Well, I
don't
mean,
even know
okay.
why you need to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that is marketing or something like that. But until like he gets more respect in it, man. Like some of his rarer stuff is
It's
sitting, dog.
undervalued. It's really undervalued.
It's sitting. That's why it's sitting.
It's undervalued.
Like his figurine set, rookie set, rookie cards, rookie magazines. People haven't started appreciating them enough yet. So
Even
they're
some of
sitting.
his numbered Topps Chrome stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really where it should be. For a man at 40,000 points, scored the most in the league. As of the other day, he was like 15 points away from 41,000.
Dog, he just got to 40.
He's almost at 41,000.
Like, how fast are you doing this, LeBron? Yeah, man.
Now you have this, but we're going to be thorough here. You have this PED use coming up. People are talking about that more and more. Big networks like ESPN are avoiding that conversation. Yeah. Not even trying to have it. But LeBron to me comes across, I think the best word is dismissive. I'm the GOAT. Like in an article the other day, they started talking about after Iverson was with Shaq and said that he would score 43 points a game if he was playing today. There was some that came out about what other players would score. So some people said Jordan would score 50. LeBron came out and said he wouldn't score 50 today. No man will score 50 points today in today's game. But then he also said, the game, the players are too skilled. Game is this, game is that. But then he also said early in the season, Bronny could play in the league right now. He's better than Bush.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a comment that I was like, whoa, now wait a minute. Wait a minute.
But to me, that goes back into that if I said it,
no
one should question me.
Oh, nah, I ain't getting down like that. Like, I'm a trust, but I'm a verify.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And what I did was turn on USC and just watch Bronny and say that's not the case.
Yeah. No.
You may love your son. Hey, man, I tell people all the time, I love Junior, man. I love G. I love Robert. I love everybody that's up in here. But I'm not going to say what they can do when they can't do it.
Man, all I know, like, there are only certain ones that I'm like, man, you see them come up, like, they special. They could go to the league. They could play in it. They could potentially play in it right now. And he never like struck me. Even watching highlights that he had that like.
No.
Of course, he got like the genes, but what I'm seeing from like other of his peers, like I'm seeing way like more athletic or impressive.
Well, Yaybo, he averaged 16 points a game his senior year of high school.
Yeah.
That's really McDonald's All-American.
Right.
You got to get some assistance to be up in there.
Yeah.
I say Bronny's ceiling it could be, and I think he's starting to show, even with his rehab, he can probably do more than that. Lonzo Ball is a spot-up shooter in the corner with the Bulls.
Yeah.
It's probably his ceiling.
Right.
And that's if he really keeps busting his butt and getting after. But let's also take a step back. Bronny has had medical issues.
True.
And
true that.
Is he living out his dream right now?
That's tough in itself, man.
Yeah. Is this really about what he's doing 10 years from now? Healthy right now. He's able to play at a Division I program, which
Yeah.
was probably a dream of his. He's
Mhm.
close to his family. I give it to LeBron. He's
Yeah,
always
he didn't go to Ohio State.
no.
Nope.
So his parents, LeBron was at his game the other night.
Yeah, I saw
So they're
that.
able to see their baby play, sit there and watch him, grandma with him,
Yeah.
sister with him, brother with him, mama with him.
Yeah. I mean, he made some nice plays.
Yeah.
They they got up on them early. They ended up beating them, didn't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. They played a good game.
Beat Arizona.
Yeah, I watched that. They, Bronny had a nice little steal and a dunk. But yeah, man, I mean, he ain't striking as like, oh man, I can't wait to see him in the pros. Basically.
So Hero 3, I hope that answers your question on why people won't touch that card. It's been through a lot. That card was worth in a PSA 10 $53,000 at one point. That card now in a PSA 10 it's maybe $3,000, $3,500.
Yeah.
So
I was doing nines.
That card has seen many different things, and there's a lot of people, if they know you and probably pull you to the side, they'll tell you some of their history with that top strong card unnumbered.
Yeah.
So, and it's a high population, very high.
Yeah.
So it's a card that I knew at the time while people were telling me when LeBron breaks Kareem record is going to go up. No, it's not. I knew that at the time. I've seen enough.
Yeah. That was hopeful. That was wishful thinking, man. But
Yeah.
that wasn't the case.
Not
happening.
Nobody in the last 25 years has talked about Kareem's record. Nobody's really talking about who broke his record. That's how I kind of look at it. We got Machado saying facts. The LeBron hate is blasphemy. Give it time. They all going to show love when he retires. Look at Kobe's farewell tour. Kobe had Celtics chant the MVP in Boston. Can't take that.
That was unbelievable.
I hope LeBron gets a farewell tour where and I believe they will have this done right, where he gets respect from city to city with that. But just think about, I say this all the time. Think about the reception that LeBron gets compared to Curry. Totally different.
True.
Curry answers a question. Even when he got the question, who's the best point guard of all time, you or Magic? He answered the question with himself, but then he took the time to celebrate the legacy of Magic Johnson in that sense.
Gotcha.
LeBron doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Doesn't do that. Not interested in that. And I personally believe it comes from a place of insecurity that he feels like he always has to be celebrated. You're at the Super Bowl, watching the Super Bowl, you got to crown yourself. You're at games, you got to crown yourself. You find a camera anywhere, you're crowning yourself.
Hey, man, we could just give him a crown, man.
Yeah, just wear a crown, bro.
Yeah.
Let me just give you
I got
one.
a crown for him.
You got your teammates in the locker room doing goat sounds. You should always be validated, bro.
You remember like the little like Valentine crowns, like the king and queen of the elementary school. So you need one of them, yo.
Get them something, man. For LeBron, you're good, bro. You shouldn't have to be validated. You got
but yeah, his card don't get no love. I'm gonna hold him for a while, man. Like nines were going for like $550, man.
Yeah,
$550. Like goodness gracious, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Donald says people can hate and but I'm collecting Bron forever. I respect it. People sleeping on them LeBron starting lineup figurines from Hasbro. Check your local Marshalls. He says, fun fact, they said if Bron wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer, he was a bust. The expectations and criticism coming out of high school was mad wild. It was. LeBron is a one-on-one. I wish him the best. I just hope he can retire, find peace.
Yeah.
Don't always have to be validated. Hey, Bron, I don't want to see you at 55, 60, 65. I don't want to see it, man. Just let it go.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. But, I mean, again, man, I really think a lot of that played into, like, his team, his marketing and stuff like that. to set up for something else later on.
We'll see.
But yeah, like I got a lot of stuff, man. I'm sitting on, and like I told one of my clients, I was like, look, like I just don't want your stuff to get shorted. Like right now, I can't find it within my heart to like to set up for what people are offering. Nope.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta wait it out.
Yeah,
you gotta wait and see what's going on. It's just interesting though that the guy is that successful. Could you stick around so long where you are a villain and people don't get for you? Is that part of Brown's problem? Has he been around too long? I mean, I don't know.
Maybe they want to see what the next dynasty, next it person's gonna be.
Speaking of that, before we get out of here, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What's your thoughts?
Man, I wish he still played for the Clippers.
Ooh, that boy's fresh.
That's my son team, man. But yeah, Shai nice, bro. God almighty. I mean, it don't even look like he like
no effort,
like really playing hard.
No
it
effort.
Just smooth.
He had 35, 8.
He remind me of just somebody that just goes out and just fills the bucket. He know how to score. If he need to pass, he know how to do that. Get you some assists. But yeah, Shai nice. He real nice. Like he really could be the MVP, dog.
He could be. Something in my gut tells me that it's going to be the Joker. I would love for it to be Shai. But I actually think Shai, the way he's going, could be working on something real special.
Yeah.
He's low impact. It's probably him hurting himself as well.
Right. Exactly.
He got a wet jumper. He got a mid range. He can stop and pop on you. He can shoot the three. He can dunk on you. He playing D first team.
It don't mean that he don't hustle or nothing. Nah. He just it looked like the game is like a half a step slower than him than he is. Quarter step slower or something
super
like
fast on the court. He can slow it down.
that.
He's some years old and doesn't play like he's trying to impress somebody.
Right.
Playing the win. So these playoffs, man, I've been telling people in the comments, I'm getting my popcorn ready.
Oh man, it's gonna be.
I can't wait to see what's about to pop off. I can't wait to see who's about to go home.
Yeah.
Wait to see who's about to keep going.
Who gonna like go home after the play-in tournament?
It's very, very interesting. But I hope everybody out there, please don't think that Steph Curry's done.
Nah. Yeah, if he got a chip, all you need is a chip in the chair, baby. Hey, one chip can go change your whole outlook, right?
Before we get out of here, do you think Golden State resigns Klay Thompson?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah. And they're gonna add.
I think they
add at least one piece.
I think they do because like he's still very like useful, very useful. Them changing up like the lineup, having to come off the bench. Yeah, that's just the same strategy they did for Brody. I mean, Brody would start like everywhere, but like, yeah, have him come off the bench, lead this second squad or whatever, and let him shoot as much as he want to out there.
I think Yaybo, when he agreed to come off the bench, he made himself very valuable to be re-signed.
Yeah. I mean, that's really selfless, and I ain't hear a whole bunch of flack. About him being like really, upset or nothing about that. Like he would sound like, yo, I'm willing to do whatever we need to do. Sure. And the same thing Russell too. It sounded like he needed to do what was best for the team.
Yep.
to succeed. So yeah, I think they keep him.
Yeah, I think they keep him. I'm just interested in what piece is going to be added, and the piece has to be significant if we're gonna go get this thing done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would imagine like somebody that can fill up like the paint, right?
I would think paint. I would think consistent score and rebound in the paint.
Yeah.
Someone to compliment Draymond.
Yeah, right.
But then it's a whole game changer. If you can find it.
Y'all don't need Draymond. Y'all don't need Draymond at the 5.
No,
trying to play the 5.
No, he really should be a 3 or a 4 in an offense.
Right.
He need that point forward.
I like the point forward for Draymond.
Yeah.
He make a nice point forward. Right.
Yeah, let him know what he can do. But then if he needs to play a 5 because of foul trouble or whatever else, let him do that. But that, he need to be out here pushing his tempo.
Yeah, true that.
Then that's time. That's when we start getting that 2-step together, young man.
2-step.
Yeah, Yaybo, bro. I appreciate you, man. Always. Thank you.
Yes, man.
For being here.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you as always, man. Much love to you, brother.
All right. Until we talk again, young man. I'll be in contact soon, but we'll have you back on here soon as well.
Man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, anytime. I think the last time we just got back from like Culture Collision, and a lot of people ended up getting sick.
Oh, I
Sherry
heard
got sick. So
hey, don't worry about that, bro. Things happen. We stay flexible.
Yeah,
we're not worried about that. As long as you're good, your family's good.
Yeah, man. Yep. Baby girl's doing good. Well, ain't no baby no more, but baby girl's doing good. The boy doing good, man. Yeah, mom's good. Everything is lovely, man. I don't have no complaints, brother.
All right, bro.
Just busy. I guess I can take that.
You stay that way, get some rest. I've been trying to appreciate more and more. I need to get some rest sometimes.
Yep.
Not just like this weekend. I forced myself. There was a show in Del Mar and some other stuff going on. I forced myself to stay home, get fluids in, try to get over a cold that I had.
Man, it's tough.
Dude, my Monday has been completely different.
Yeah, it's tough, especially after the show, and I've been traveling for work. About to fly back out tomorrow, man. So this week I am looking forward to like Friday and Saturday weekend, kick it.
Cool.
Relax a little bit with the fam. Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, I'll be in contact. You ever go? Hero 3 says, Yaybo, who are you collecting and who are you flipping? Let's give him that right before we get out of here. Who are you collecting and who are you flipping?
Yeah, so I'm collecting Smokes autographs. I'm collecting Kobe, Jerry West 101s, printing plates. I'm flipping Ellie.
Okay, smart move to me. I like that.
I'm gonna flip these jaws when they mature, but I got some that I'm keeping for my PC.
Okay.
And I cannot get enough of these two.
Shohei.
Yeah, Shohei and Ronald.
There you go.
Acuna Jr.
There you go.
So yeah.
2 great players, 2 MVPs.
Yeah. So one day my grandkids or family will be like, yeah, he really loved Ohtani and Acuna. Huh?
That's right.
Yeah, that's it, man. But FD, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Keep up the good work in the hobby.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody I said what's up.
Will do, man.
All right, brother. Peace. Talk to you.
All right, man. Peace out.